So, today it's July 12th. I'm here with the ZRG. I got Sydney.
Hi.
I got Mr. Tony.
Hello.
I had Mr. Hank, our Director of Operations.
Hi, Mike.
I have Evan, our Field of Engineering.
Hello.
And we got Phil, our Director of Marketing.
Hello.
So today we want to have a roundtable discussion regarding to our internship program that myself, Gary Knopp, Tri-Touch Service. We are been talking with Tony and Sydney a while back when we met, right?
Yeah.
When we met at the conference in Long Beach.
Yes.
And we talking about what we can do to help the shortage of the biomed that are going on throughout the U.S., right?
Yeah.
And we all agree, we come to agreement that you guys and me and also one of the person that cannot join us right now, but we will get him on the phone to discuss this round table about the shortage of a biomed and what we come up with the solution. It's called HDM Academy that we about to launching, we're launching right now, right?
Yes.
So we're launching right now already, but we need support. So support if we need it from you as a hospital. We want you to invite you to join us and see how our collaborate that we are doing here that will benefit two things. The hospital get benefit, they get the right training of people to go in productive in their hospital every day that they need help with. Also, we help the people that are passionate about biomed and want to become a biomed. So we'll pair these two together. That will be a solution that we are having right now in the America. Am I right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So, Cindy, can you tell a little bit about what you see out there as a trend that's going on right now? And then we go around the table right here. Okay?
Yeah, so I think everybody in the HTM industry sees that, we have a workforce that's retiring right now. So there is such a need right now for biomeds that we really need to build more programs to be able to get hands-on training so that biomeds can deploy in these hospitals and be able to work, right off the bat. So I know Gary here has been doing this for a long time, working in the hospitals.
We've been doing it for about over 20 years. And then when I got Hank, that's what when we go around, I can share with Hank how Hank came about with me. And since then, we just exploded.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited. So anyways.
Yeah, and I mean, there's always a need. You just see it. You see it out there on LinkedIn or Indeed and all these job search sites that every facility is looking for biomed. So there's such a need out there, and we need to work as an industry to come together and create a program that helps fill that need. So I think that's where we're going with this.
Great.
Yeah.
Tony, can you share a little bit about that?
Okay, my story would be, again, I've been in biomed for 13 years now, and I'm not a biomed, but I see the shortage in the hospitals. And I think we're at our 5th year now, but Mimi and myself started a biomed program down at the local college down there. And with that, they only get trained for 6 months, and it's not enough what I call real world experience. So having an HTM Academy and somebody like Gary that I've known in this industry who's at the pinnacle of just not only relationships, but just the training that he can offer and the mentorship. And that's something where I'm very comfortable in being part of this, because Gary's mentorship and his leadership is some of the best that we have in this industry. So with that, again, I think that this will help backfill some of the retirees, because I think we're for every new biomed that comes into the industry, we're probably losing 5 to 6 on a monthly basis. So I think this is a great idea, and I'm very excited to be part of it.
So panel, let me ask you a question. Would you agree with me that you'll probably experience this like I do experience? I had seen in so many times over and over that I go to the hospital and they have that technician that work there say, hey, I've been doing it for 20 years or 15 years. But you know what? That shop's still out of compliance. Have you heard that? Have you seen that? So to me, I'm not saying this direct to the biomed people, okay? I appreciate you, applaud you, but here's the disconnect. The disconnect is that we all still need training. Would
Yeah.
you agree with that?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
this is a problem that if you say I have 10-year, 15-year experience, but then new incoming devices coming that require training and you not be able to go to that training, would that be lack sufficient of knowledge? Would that be agreed?
Absolutely, yeah, and that's why it's so important to stay on top and continue your education and keep learning as you go, because like you said, the devices are changing constantly. I mean, we're in a technology world, this technology driven world that we are advancing so fast, and our people need to advance with it.
So here's what I see also. What is the problem? How we fix the disconnect in this situation that for example, if I have 10-year experience, but now I'm lack of the new technology. So I'm not here and talking to leadership and put a blame on no one. But what can we do to fix it? So my thought on this thing here is about more training need to be involved, right? So a few things that we can get training on is that if we go to buy the OEM, we can get trained. I know OEM has cost a lot of money, right? So hospital don't have the funding to sending, a 10-year experienced veteran to go into back to that school. So how do we learn? How can we community, Tony, you, me, and we're going to discuss it with ERG, that we are vast of knowledge here. What can we do to help filling that gap and help the cost down? Can we do something about that to drive the cost down? If we have capability, can we bring those 10, 15-year experienced people to coming to our internship program? And they can come and get that. And there's a little fees on that take them back to their facility and they can be able to be productive. That's what driving the compliance down, right? So now I hate to say that, but I want to go back to Phil for a little bit, because Phil did a survey in regarding to compliance. What happened? So our audience that came back to us it's 75% what they say about.
They said they had a hard time staying in compliance.
There you go. So how does it happen? And these people are experienced people that are working in the facility every day. They talking to. So our survey working when we ask that question. So again, the address to this is that I'm myself very well versed in knowledge in this thing, and my company, we evolve it, continue on education and training ourselves and training our staff. So why not partner with us? So sending your bus technician that are need to refreshing it, so we can help to get that done. So all these things here go through ZRG or ERD, which is Coven, that's going to be joined on the phone live with us in a moment. That can talk about it because we capable. Am I right?
You are.
Absolutely.
And you've got good partners. Kevin Davis, just some background in Kevin Davis. I gave Kevin Davis his Frank Gibb Scholarship in 2013. That was 10 years ago.
That's
okay?
awesome.
And I've watched Kevin, who's one of the most driven and passionate biomeds I know, to go from just getting out of school to being able to pay forward. So I'm excited that Kevin's going to be on the call.
Thank you. So I'm going to turn into my director, Mr. Hank. He's my director. Hank, can you share about yourself, your work experience, and where you before you coming to?
So what I can say is that I've been a biomed for a while, and I noticed that a lot of the people that we bring in, hire, they have biomedical engineering degrees or a certificate from a certain school. At school they just taught you theories, application, and all this stuff, but in reality you have to see the machine, and you actually have to practice it and see it and touch it, feel it, and learn to troubleshoot the device and all this stuff. That's very important. At this junction, a lot of people should at least have some kind of field experience, and we as a group can provide them with that kind of knowledge. And then the hospital would benefit because they don't have to waste time training the employee for a couple years. They do want experience, and we can provide them experience that go directly to the hospital. If the program is successful, that should be the case.
What you hear from my director, his thought, his opinion. So I'm gonna turn a little bit to my engineering right there. But I don't know he can speak English. But at least you can say hello, hi. Okay? Can you do that for our audience? Say your name and hello, hi.
Hello.
Anyway, so that's it. Mr. Evan, he doesn't speak English, but he's amazing, talented. We bring all talent here. Again, we're not discriminate you about you capable of speaking and not speaking. We look at one thing: compassionate, quality, capable of doing what it needs to be done. So this is what right here at our place here, Tri-Touch Service. Our company does not need any of that stuff. We're just looking for compassion, and we can train you as long as you're willing to accept the training and go for that. So that's a successful story. So Phil, can I turn to you and tell you a little bit more about your background and how you landed here? And now life changing. Now you get into marketing, and how does that work? Share that to the audience.
Hi, my name is Phil. I started here 6 months ago. I started training with the biomedical equipment, and then within the next few months I transitioned now into the marketing. So now I'm handling all the marketing for this company.
So now you know that we have vast of people from different backgrounds, and I am not afraid to put them to where they need to be accelerated in their career life. As long as they believe in themselves, that's all I'm looking for, right, Tony? And, if they can believe themselves and they have a positive way of life, right, and passionate, we can take them on.
Yeah, and I just want to share something that you shared with me is, the whole idea of starting this HCM Academy and starting Tri-Touch was because you wanted to build up people so that they can have that American dream that you had. So I just wanted to make sure that people knew that's what Tri-Touch is about, and that's what the HCM Academy is going to be about, is building up people so that we can have that American dream, so that these small businesses can come together and we can flourish with ERD, with ZRG, with Tri-Touch, and other companies that are willing to come together and build each other up. So I think that's what's really important.
So audience, and I agree a whole lot more with Cindy was talking about. My goal, my vision, like I came from nowhere, from Cambodia, work hard, believe in myself, believe in this country, believe in the land of opportunity. I made it. So now I'm looking at now that I want to give it back to community. I want to share my work experience, how I become, and that will inspire everyone to be like me. Now the focus point of this thing here that we all talk about, we miss touch base about it. So this is what I want to say this to hospital, our audience. So please look up at us, either ZRG or ERD website or Tri-Touch website, or contact all of us. I'm asking you right now to help us in this thing here, because what pay the way is through you, so they can have the career set, they have a place to go. We cannot do this and fund this program without your support. So we're looking at you to support us in this mission here. I'm willing to do on my part of it and take my own financial to risk this thing here right now as we speak. You know what I mean? So meaning, if you are somewhere, let's just say you in New York, a hospital in New York, and you needing us to be with you as partner in academy, you can send in your bus people to come to us to our training. We'll train it. I promise you one thing: I will pay all their flight, their hotel when they stay at my training center. I will pay for their salary doing the 2-year internship. So this is on me. I just ask small portion from you as a support. Your donor, you supporting us for a small fraction of the cost, just to keep this academy going. Would we work together? Would we be united? Would this be something that we can do? I'm risking it. You know what? I came to America back in 1981. I was a refugee. I have $0. Today, I am multi-million-dollar company. Okay, so I'm not afraid to lose that money. But something we have to do. If we can see what I can do, then I think I don't fear that I'm losing. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
I think if we united, we do this together, I think it's going to be benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be huge.
Sure, yeah. So here's a final word that is stuck in my head every day. And I want to put this phrase by President Kennedy was saying that not what the country can do for you,
Well,
but
right.
what can all of us do for the country. So I came here, I received that very well through America, right? I get American dream. So why not? Why not give it back to America, right?
Absolutely.
Why not build this great country forever and ever? Would that make sense?
Well, this is a great field, and I think we're giving back to this field. I think that's one of the best fields. Every future biomed that I've met, the first thing I tell them is I said, this is the best career choice you can ever make. Because some people are not, again, I myself, I don't like blood, so I'm not a clinician. Right? But I love knowing that the equipment that we certify and test and make patient ready is making that little bit of difference. Unfortunately, if anyone knows about my profession, we're down in the basements,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No one knows who we are or what we do until the piece of equipment isn't plugged in, and then they complain, it doesn't work, and you come on and you say, did you plug it in, right?
Yeah. Sure enough, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we do. What do you think? Should we pause for a moment and invite Kevin to come on
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
we can have more
Yeah,
discussion?
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we'll be right back.